It's time now for the Peter Channel Saturday Morning News on this Saturday morning, May 28, 2016. Good morning to you all on this lovely Saturday morning, May 28, 2016. Here are your news and odds on our top story at 8 a.m. is Donald Trump's break with the nation's only Latina governor, Susana Martinez of New Mexico. Hiroshima, Japan, nearly 71 years after the American bomber passed high about this Japanese city on a clear August morning on a mission that went all through history, President Obama Friday made his off visit to Hiroshima to offer respects. The pilot of the World War II plane was killed after his aircraft crashed into the Hudson River on Friday, officials and witnesses said. This more than 100 prominent physicians, bioevidence and scientists from around the world personally identified urgent World Health Organization Director General Margaret Chan to exert pressure from Olympic 4 days to move the Summer Olympics from Rio or postpone because of Zika. Miami, U.S. government forecasts expect a near normal Atlantic hurricane season after 3 relatively slow years, but they also say climate conditions in the fluid storm development are making it difficult to predict how many hurricanes. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil police are searching for at least 30 people suspected of alleged gang rape of a 16-year-old girl that posted a graphic video and images of their social media that have shocked the South American country. U.S. Special Forces and soldiers have been seen in the photograph in the front lines of Syria wearing the patches of Kurdish fighters. Romania and Poland are the potential cross areas that are Russian markets because they are hosting parts of the U.S. missile defense shield that Moscow considers a threat to the national security. President Vladimir Putin warned on Friday. Beirut, Islamic State militants entered Syrian opposition strangling in the country's north on Saturday, clashing with the rebels and the edges of the town, and the extremist group built on the most significant advance near the Turkish border in 2 years. Two people have died in the flood-related incidents in Southeast Texas, reported he said Friday. In Brenham, a person found dead in the mobile and believed to have been trying to set police spokeswoman Angela. Summer surrendered his reason when he split his media empire into 2 separate corporations a decade ago. He had 2 strong top executives when he wanted to keep happy, and more than enough successful business to go around. Fed Chair Janet Yellen kept off Friday with remarks saying what investors heard from other federal officials recently, a near-term rate hike may be in order. Chicopee, Massachusetts, the state's fire marshal, the first investigative fire at all center in Chicopee that was fueled by containers of motor vehicle fuels, including gasoline. Authorities say that the fire Friday had centered auto parts started in the building and the rear of the property that has a car crash, and the fuels were also stored there. The Department of Environmental Protection was caused the same because of concern that oil and gas and water being used to extinguish the fire would wash into the street or sewer. Boston, the Lawrence police officer has been charged with attempting to use the position to extort cocaine from a drug dealer. It's a first enemy used to detect the glasses that are covered in support to the theory that there are billions of blocks of life came to Earth from outer space. The ancient brain-like organism was found in the depth of 7,000 feet in water off Hawaii. Emory University researchers discovered that the Zika virus can affect and replicate immune cells from the placenta water, killing them, a crucial point to explain how the damage before developing brain cells in fetuses and causing birth defects. Yesterday, the National Toxicology Program published partial findings from a study in which experiments were exposed to 2 types of radiofrequency radiation used in telecommunications for up to 2 years in development. As the summer season approaches, people will be spending more time on the sun. And for those who listen to what the dermatologists have been searching for years, they mean one thing: they'll be loving themselves with gallons and gallons and gallons of sunscreen. Alright, take a look at New England Insurance in Linfield, Massachusetts, at 2 on fire, 389 Main Street. Quirks and work fire as a 4-head fire was under control, but mutual aid is still responding to the cover. Peter Chaladusa, 8:05 on this Saturday morning. And it's time now for spot support. And the Boston Red Sox fall today. Toronto Blue Jays, 7-5. Sox and the Blue Jays go out again at 1:07 p.m. at the Rogers Center. And the New England Rebels should be at Gillette Ticket, Seattle Sounders. Game time, 7:30 at the Razor. Toronto and the emotional floodgates cast wide open to be at LeBron James' seminal night. Can be felt with every puddled footstep at the Cleveland Cavaliers post-claim Mark Rubin followed Grass 128 and Woodward Toronto Raptors. Peter Chaladusa, 8:05 on this Saturday morning, and it is time now for a travel report in this Saturday morning. Let's study off down in Rhode Island. Where it is looking good on highways and byways the Ocean State, but Route 3 and then southbound side it did stop and go from little slowdowns from Derby Street in Hingham all the way out to Route 53 in Hanover. Out of the Cape, Route 6 on the eastbound side, a little slow after Route 134 in Dennis. 25 on the eastbound side, a little slow around the 620 in the Buzzards Bay. Route 3 to southbound side, slow before Route 6 in Sagamore. Out in eastern Massachusetts, New York, looking good. Mass back on the eastbound side, a little slow on I-84 on the westbound side in Sturbridge. Mass back interchange to 293.95, a little slow around the Auburn stretch. Up in northern New England, it is looking good in highways and byways of Vermont, North Germain, except on 99 and the southbound side, a little slow after the Canadian border. And 91 on the northbound side, a little slow just around Hinsdale, around Brattleboro, after the Massachusetts border. Out in Connecticut, you are looking good on the highways and byways of Connecticut. Down in New York City, 95 on the southbound side of sort of Bronx to the George Washington Bridge, 678 on the northbound side, a little sort of Queen Stretch, 278 at the eastbound side, they did slow around the Brooklyn from the bridge all the way up to the Long Island Expressway. But highways and byways in New York State are looking good except the 190 in the southbound side, a little slow after Niagara Falls, New York. But otherwise, highways and byways in New York and Pennsylvania are looking good. New Jersey Turnpike on the southbound side, a little slow right before the Delaware Bridge. Atlantic City Expressway, a little slow after the Garden State Park in Atlantic City. 95 on the southbound side, a little slow before 695 headed towards Baltimore. But highways and byways in Maryland, D.C. are looking good. And 95 on the southbound side, stop and go around the Fredericksburg stretch. The highways and byways of Virginia are looking good. Out in the Midwest, I-74 on the eastbound side, a little slow around the Peoria, Illinois stretch. I-88 on both ends, a little slow west of Route 39, headed towards Davenport, Iowa. And Interstate 24 on the southbound side, a little slow around the Murfreesboro, Tennessee stretch. And I-65 on the southbound side, slow south of Decatur, Illinois. And 95 on the southbound side, a little slow around Route 16 in Savannah, Georgia. Interstate 95 on the northbound side, a little slow around the Melbourne, Florida stretch. And down in Texas, I-30 on the eastbound side, a little slow for downtown Dallas, Texas. And I-10 on the I-17, I-40 on the westbound side, a little slow in east central Arizona. And I-5 on the southbound side, a little slow around Route 405 in Orange County, California. And take a look at MBTA alerts at take a look at MBTA alerts. Subway, commuter rail, Kingston Plymouth line train 1032 7 a.m. from Kingston operated 10:50. It's been on schedule between South Weymouth and South Station. And on the ferries, they are looking good. Peter Chaladusa, they are waiting on this Saturday morning. Time out for a weather report. And the latest on Tropical Depression number 2. Cell location 30.0 to the north, 78.0 to the west. Back to say winds 35 miles an hour. Movement northwest at 14 miles an hour. And the latest public advisory at Tropical Depression number 2. Depression become a tropical storm body later today. And a tropical water is effect for Savannah River to Little River Inlet, South Carolina. A tropical water means that tropical conditions are expected somewhere within the water there. In this case, within 24 hours. For storm information, especially in your area, including possible inland watches, warnings, please monitor products issued by your local National Weather Service Forecast Office. At 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the center of tropical depression 2 was estimated by the Air Force Reserve reconnaissance aircraft to be near latitude 30.0 to the north, 78.0 longitude to the west. Depression is moving toward the northwest at 14 miles an hour. A decrease in fall speed is expected later today on Sunday as the system nears a coast wind in the warm area. Maximum sustained winds are near 35 miles an hour. Gusts. Reports from the reconnaissance aircraft indicate that tropical cyclone is just before the below the tropical storm trade. The depression is forecast to become a tropical storm later today. Moves over the north of the Gulf Stream. Wind tropical conditions are expected to be first week to the coast wind in the morning or later tonight, early Sunday. The rainfall of the depression is expected to be produced with total rainfall accumulation of 1 to 3 inches from east to South Carolina, southeast to North Carolina. Some surge duration 1 to 2 feet above ground. The level is possible with the tropical storm border area and the surf. This system is expected to produce life and then surf and recurring conditions along portions of the southeast United States. Coast throughout the weekend. Please consult products with your local weather office. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this, and we got an air quality alert. The Massachusetts Department of Environmental Protection has issued an air quality active day for the following counties: Middlesex, Essex, Hampton, Eastern Hampshire, Norfolk, Bristol, Worcester, Suffolk, and Western Plymouth. An air quality active day means that ground levels under consideration within the region may approach and exceed unhealthy standards. And has weather on day 1 today that air quality will day 2 and also to be a low risk with isolated strong thunderstorm or 2. We can see winds very localized heavy rainfall this afternoon, early evening away from the south coast. Cape Downs. Day 2 to 7, Sunday for Friday to be a low risk with isolated strong thunderstorm with a 2 wind and gusty winds and a very localized heavy rainfall across the interior southeast of New England. Sunday afternoon, greater conservatives across western Massachusetts and northern Connecticut. Heavy rain showers and isolated thunderstorms are expected with, while widespread floods are expected and possible that a few isolated locations will see 2+ inches of rain and less than that. This will bring potential for localized flooding. 7-day forecast. 7-day forecast will like this. Today, slight chance of thunderstorms after 2 p.m. Mostly sunny skies by 92 degrees. Southwest about 8 miles an hour, chance of 20%. Tonight, slight chance by thunderstorms before 2 a.m. Clouds got about 66 degrees and southwest about 5 to 9 miles an hour, but coming copy every night. Chance of 20%. Sunday, benchmark after before 8 a.m. Otherwise, part sunny skies with 81 degrees, light available wind. Sunday night, slight chance by thunderstorms and chance of showers after 9 p.m. Some storms with heavy rain. Benchmark after 3 a.m. West. Most skies got about 61 degrees and some about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Chance of 30%. New York is bound to less than 10 inches possible. As kind of possible thunderstorms. More days, showers of thunderstorms before 2 p.m. Then showers like possibly thunderstorm between 2 and 5 p.m. Then chance of showers and thunderstorms after 5 p.m. Some storms with the same rainfall. Benchmark before noon. Either 75 degrees, south about 10 to 40 miles, gusts 26 miles an hour. Chance of 8%. But tonight, chance of showers and thunderstorms. Most some storms with the same rainfall. Most skies got about 62 degrees and chance of 40%. Today's both sides skies about 84, about 61 degrees. Wednesday, steady podcast coming about 55 degrees. And Thursday, both steady podcast coming about 74, about 53 degrees. And for Friday, both sides coming about 74 degrees. Currently not near, it is fair skies, and it's 73 degrees, 23 degrees Celsius, and the humidity 62%. And that's going to be for the Peter Channel Saturday morning news on the Saturday morning, May 28th, 2016. Have a good morning, a good day, and I'll see you later on. Have a good day.